are always paining, but on top of that, if I want to open it, I cannot open it. And I always ask my husband not husbands, guys, husband. I have only one husband. It's funny. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Saturday morning around 7:30. Let me show you the time. I hope you can see it. 7:30. Happy 4th of July to all of you who are celebrating. We are just staying at home so far. We don't have any kind of plans. I just woke up, so excuse my face. I didn't even brush my teeth. So I just wanted to start this vlog first. My husband went out to play tennis with his friends. I wanted to sleep little bit longer, but I have so much work to do, so I cannot sleep for any more time. As you can see, my tomatoes, the number is getting down because right now the heat is so much in Texas, so all the tomato plants died. And if you didn't see my last vlog, watch it. In that I showed that we got new tomato plants for fall planting. And let me show you something. Yesterday we pulled out some onions to see if they are ready or not. Look at that, it's so tiny. It has got nice shape, but it's not ready yet. But they smell amazing, beautiful fresh onion smell. So how cute are those? So we got them yesterday. We have so many onions in the backyard, but we don't know if they are ready yet. I think they still have some time before we pull them out from the soil. And look at these. I am drying out red chilies, homegrown red chilies. So you can dry the red chilies and make anything. You can make red chili flakes, you can make red chili powder, or you can use them whole in tadkas. So the choice is yours. So my first thing now I should do is get ready, wash my face, brush my teeth, all that stuff, and then maybe make some coffee or tea, and then think what's for breakfast and everything. And most of the days my kitchen is usually messy, but today it's not. Let me show you. It's not messy at all. I mean, in my opinion. So I have organized the, let me clearly show you. So I have organized all the pickles in the baskets I got, and bread here, so it looks pretty neat, and the tomatoes are well organized, and this area is pretty clean. So basically all this counter is almost neat and clean. Here I have the instant pot and KitchenAid and everything is clean. And let me show you some of the fridge magnets. I love fridge magnets, but right now, as you can see, it's almost full, so I don't want to buy anymore. All the memories will be in my photos. So some of our photos. This is from my favorite place. This is one of my favorite picture. We had a photo session a couple of years back. So photos from that. So yeah, now I'm going to go and get ready, and then I'll see you later. Bye. So I just got ready, I freshened up, I washed my face and everything, and I wanted to wear this top from very long time. I just got it couple weeks back, and look at the colors. It matches perfectly with today's theme, that is July 4th. The red, blue, white are from American flag, so perfect. And now I'm going to make some coffee, drink that coffee, or maybe let's go outside and I'll show you how peaceful it is right now in the morning with no sounds of traffic or anything. I know many of you guys like to see my garden, so let's go out. But first I think I need to disable the alarm. Let's do that first. Can you see the eggplants? Eggplants are doing great. I don't know. This variety is like hot weathers, I guess. So, and the beans are thriving as well. Look at these bean flowers. Look at them. So this is how it looks right now. So peaceful. So here are some red chilies. If you leave them long enough, they become red in color, and then so some are green. If you see, some are green and some are red. So the beans, there are beans here. We have Indian cucumbers here, if you can see. This year we got less yield from cucumbers, so I hope next year we have to plant at least two cucumber plants. And I have marigold there. Let me zoom in. Actually, this entire area used to be marigold. We pulled a lot of plants, but again it's growing like crazy. And let me show you the infestation on my bean plant. Look at that. These are all aphids. So sometimes it happens to beans. Beans are most prone to this kind of problems, infestation. So the best thing to do is spray with strong force of water with your hose. And the second thing is to spray soap water. Look at here, it's worse, guys. It's worse. Look at that. Everything is infested. It's worse. So if you have ladybugs in your backyard, those will take care of these aphids. But if not, spray soap water, so these guys will die. I think I just saw some other bug, and I'm curious what it is. Oh my god, I have to say. I hope you guys can see. Look at that. It's the first time I'm seeing these kind of bugs in my garden. Look at that. Oh my god, I have have to see what kind of bug is this, what damage it's doing to my plants. Anyways, let me quickly take photos of that bug and I'll see you later. I want to show this beautiful flower. Look at that. And look at the chilies, guys. These are super hot. And this is the ridge guard plant. It's taking over everything. Look at that. So this is like our green wall right here. So look at that. The weather is so beautiful today morning. These are my chilies. These are Thai chilies. Let me zoom in. Can you see those red Thai chilies? This is our pride mango plant. I'll show you the one and only survived mango. Ta-da! Look at that. Look at this bad girl. So huge. This is our pride, you guys. So this year we are so proud of our mango. We only got one, but fingers crossed so that we can taste it. I hope no other birds come and eat it. So pleasant, you guys. It's so beautiful right now. Look at that breeze. Okay, now I'm going to go inside and make some coffee. So, how many of you have problem with this bottle, guys? Tell me honestly. I hate this bottle design. I hate this. I mean, they used to have a regular screw top bottle like this, simple screw top bottle, and they messed up the design and they made this kind of opening. I mean, usually I ask my husband to open the bottle because I cannot do it. I already have pains in both my thumbs because of the phone I use and because of the mouse time every day I spend before the computer. On top of this, this won't open. And I'm so frustrated. It won't open, and then I have to do like a big war with this jar. It won't open. And my husband is out playing tennis, so oh, it opened. And now the next part is to get the coffee powder out of this, because there is only little bit left and that is hardened, and I don't want to waste anything in my house. Mostly I try not to waste. So now I'm going to use a knife. This is a butter knife, and I'm going to put inside and do like this, so that I get enough coffee powder to make 1 cup of coffee. So this is the ritual I've been doing. So once I'm thinking I do not have any more energy to make coffee like this, so I'm going to throw it away. It's almost over, like little bit is left, so it's almost over. Maybe I'll just add some water and make it into a decoction, and then I'm going to use it for plants. Coffee is good for plants, so I'm going to dilute it. First I'm going to add little water and make coffee decoction, and I'm going to dilute it and add it to the plants. I still have to see what is the ratio, how much I should add, but we'll see. And that is one idea, instead of throwing it away. But I have to go to Indian grocery and buy coffee. I like Nescafe and brew. And because of the coronavirus, now we are not trying to go out, stay inside as much as possible, but sometimes we have to go out to get some essentials. I do have the ground coffee from brew, which I can make decoction using the coffee maker, but sometimes I'm too lazy. I need instant coffee. So I like chai actually, but today I'm drinking coffee. Okay, I think I got enough, so let's see. Let me show you. See, I have my cup here, and now I'm going to do this, and magic. Okay, the lid pops up easily. Pops in easily. So I'm going to put the coffee inside the fridge. So this is one tip I learned. You have to put coffee inside the fridge so that it doesn't get hardened. But somehow mine got hardened, but usually it helps. So I have my instant coffee. I'm going to make coffee quickly and I'll see you then. So I'm going to drink coffee and I'm going to answer one comment that I got from my last video. So let's sit on the sofa and I'll answer the question and I'll drink my coffee in peace. Sometimes I like to drink coffee to sit. Sometimes I like to drink coffee outside, but today I think I'll sit inside and drink coffee. But let me answer that question. Sorry if I'm too close because I am using a small tripod to hold it. Let me open the question. Okay, Sunflower Baby asked, "Hi, I have some questions for your next vlog. Thank you for taking the time to comment on the video, Sunflower Baby." So first question is, why did you decide to come to USA and was it an adjustment? I got admission in an university to do masters, and at the same time I also got married. So after marriage I came to US, and within 1 week I joined my masters. So that is the reason I came to US. And was it an adjustment? Yes, of course. For 21 years you lived in another country, and now moving to another country which is completely like 180 degrees opposite in everything, and it's more modern and everything. So it was definitely an adjustment, but not a difficult one. It was not difficult at all. But yes, of course I miss my family and everything, but other than that everything is good. No complaints. So why did you decide to start a YouTube channel? So this is a long story, but to cut short, I had interest to start a cooking blog and do vlogs from very long time. I think from 2013. So like I have crazy interest of doing this from very long time, but somehow you don't get the courage to start things, and so I didn't start. But you know what, I have a blog. Sorry, I this is becoming a long answer, but I'll try to say it short. I started a blog back in 2013, and at that time I didn't have much knowledge about how blogs work. So I thought if I start a blog and started posting recipes, people would automatically come to my blog and watch the recipes or see the recipes. I'm a complete fool. So I started then, but I stopped because I'm doing a master's, so I didn't have time. I think I posted around like 12-13 posts, and I was hoping that someone would come and watch those posts. I mean, not watch, like read those posts. So that happened. But again in 2017, I came back from El Paso. El Paso is in Texas. It's a border city, and I love El Paso. I have stayed there for almost 1.5 years. Yeah, 1 year, and I love that place. It is a desert, and everything about that place is magical, I think. So the thing is that I was there alone, so I used to have a lot of time. So I used to go for photography, hiking, take photos and all that stuff. But after coming back, I didn't know what to do because there is not much around to do. So then I thought, like, you know what, I always wanted to do YouTube videos, I always wanted to do cooking and all this stuff, so why not start again? But instead this time I did it the right way. I did a lot of research, and then I started my YouTube channel into 2017. So I did the right way, and now I'm happy with the progress. I have come so far now. So that's how I started my YouTube journey. Sorry for that long answer. I thought I can say it in a couple of words, but I obviously cannot. Okay, so the next and last question I'm going to answer today is that what does your husband and family think of social media? Do they watch your vlogs? Do they watch your videos? I really enjoy your cooking lessons. Keep up the great work. Thank you. So what does my husband and family think of social media? Honestly, I think they think it's okay because I have no complaints so far. Actually, when I started my YouTube channel, I didn't even tell my husband. I think I told him like, hey, I wanted to start my YouTube channel, and I have started recording recipe videos, and he's like, okay. So yeah, they don't interfere much, and my husband watches each and every video, and he comes to me and says like, you put in a lot of effort for that video, but there are no views, or nobody is liking that video. Or he compares my videos from like first vlog to second vlog. So he watches them like even like 1-2 times, and he gives me feedback. So yeah, my husband watches them and my mom watches them. My sister I think also watches, but I think she's very busy with kids. So yeah, they watch my videos, and my husband think it's okay. He doesn't have any complaints. So guys, I just wanted to give one advice, free advice, is that when you want to do something, do it. Of course, get inputs from others if you want. That will help to give a perspective of what others think. Different perspectives is good, but when you want to do something, you will get lot of discouragement in anything in life. right? If you want to buy something, you will get some discouragement. If you want to start a business or start something, so you will get lot of discouragement. But the thing is, you are the only one who can fulfill your dreams. Nobody will do that for you. So my policy is that I'm going to do it. If the other person is not going to like it, it's their problem, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. Even if I fail, I'll have the satisfaction of trying it, right? So let's say if my husband said don't start a YouTube channel and I didn't start my YouTube channel, what would happen? I would always have that regret feeling that, oh, whenever I see a YouTuber or whenever I see a blogger doing a really great job, I would have that disappointment or regret in me that I didn't start it. The reason why? Because someone told me not to. So you are the only one who can fulfill your dreams. So definitely never give up just because someone said so. Do reasoning, talk about it, why you shouldn't start a YouTube channel or why you shouldn't start a business, whatever it is you want to do. Okay, so never stop something because someone said so. So that is my policy. 100 people will have 100 different opinions of me or my business or whatever. I don't care, guys, honestly. Why should I care? Because if I give the same advice to those people, will they follow the advice? No, right? So my philosophy is that. So my husband does respect that. So yeah, he never had a problem with my YouTube channel. He never had a problem with my social media. In fact, he's always like encouraging to do more. So I'm lucky to have that support, but you may not have that. So never get discouraged. Always be positive and try to do what you love. And even if you fail, at least you'll have the satisfaction of trying, and then you can move on and try something else. Okay, so my coffee is getting cold, so I'm going to drink my coffee and then I'll see you later. Bye. Hey guys, it's afternoon now, and I thought it would be fun to ask him the question that I answered like couple of minutes ago. So somebody asked on my channel, what does your husband think of your social media? What do you think?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Do you watch my videos?
Yes.
All of them?
Yeah.
How many times do you watch?
Depends on the video.
Minimum one time, right?
Yeah, minimum once.
Yeah, he gives me a lot of feedback for my videos.
If it is gardening video, I watch it multiple times.
Because gardening is your section.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to ask him and see how he reacts. Anyways, now we'll go to grocery store and then I'll show you there what I got from grocery store. Bye. So first we went to the grocery store. I didn't shoot here much because we had to make it quicker. And then we came to Lowe's because there are a lot of July 4th deals going on in the garden center. So my husband is checking out all the garden deals. We only got mulch. We got a really good deal, 5 for $10. So we are back from the grocery store and it is too hot. I think the temperature is around 95 F and it feels like 105. So basically we got roasted in hot sun. And let me show you what I got from Indian Grocery. I already put some in the freezer. I got a new freezer which is in garage, so I put some stuff already from the car to garage directly in the freezer directly. So now I'm going to show you what I got. Let me put my camera down. So I got a very big block of paneer. I think this is around 2.5 pounds of paneer, and I got some pumpkin, and I got some frozen paratha. Actually, you know what guys, I'm going to remove all the covers and show you because it's making noise. So I got frozen paratha, paneer, pumpkin, and this yogurt drink. My husband loves this. And I got some mawa or koya and some more paneer. and I got this big bag of soy chunks. And as I told in the morning, I got coffee, and this is much easier to open. This lid I tried at the store. And I also got this brand of coffee. Let me see if it is for, yeah. And this is the first time I'm trying this. Let me know if this coffee is good. I don't know, I still have to try it. And then I got some pickle. Yeah, pickle. And my husband got this for him. Some chili sauce. Usually I make at home, but this is for standby when I'm busy. So, and I got these, and these are quite expensive, you guys. This small packet is just $5, so it's very expensive. Can you see, like this peanut packet for 2 pounds is $5, and this one is $5, like super expensive. And I got ton of ginger. I ran out of fresh ginger, so this is I'm going to use this for ginger garlic paste as well as in my chai. Ginger garlic paste, do check it out, video is on my channel. And coriander chutney. Usually this stuff also I like to make at home, but again this is convenience, so good to have a small bottle on hand. This is green chili chutney. I don't know why the camera is not focusing. Okay, yeah, green chili chutney, coriander chutney, and this is mint. And I also got some rusk. This is for my husband, he likes to eat it with milk. So this is what I got today. And some of the stuff I already put in freezer. I think I got fresh coconut. Yeah, I got frozen fresh grated coconut, and a pack of chapatis for emergency. What else did I get? I got raw mango pieces for dal, and I think that's it. So we need to relax right now because it is so hot outside and we are tired. Usually, like, going to Indian grocery store is not a big deal because it's inside, right? But we went to Lowe's to get mulch, and it is so hot in the garden center outside. So now we will relax, and maybe I will add few clips from tomorrow and end this vlog. I hope you enjoyed this vlog so far. So we'll see what happens. Until then, bye. So I changed into my nightie because it will be nice and free. This is my husband. So I made coffee with this one. I still didn't taste it, but I recently got this what is this called? Keep forgetting. Frother. Yeah, I got this frother from Amazon, so I'm going to try it to make it frothy coffee. Let's see how it makes. So I'm cleaning the spilled coffee, and I will meet you after cleaning. So lesson learned: when you're frothing your coffee, use a big cup. So I was so excited to try the frother as well as the new coffee, so I didn't even use my brain. But anyways, let's try again. Look at that froth, guys. So it definitely works. Let's take it into the cup. Amazing. So I want to show you how thick the foam is. So I'm going to enjoy my frothy coffee now, and we'll see you later. Bye. So later in the evening we went to a friend's house to meet them, and here my friend is making pav bhaji. He makes a really delicious pav bhaji, and whenever he makes pav bhaji he makes this in this special pan, and it came out super delicious, so I wanted to show this. So he put in a lot of effort to make this pav bhaji. He wanted to make it special, just like the street style. And look at this delicious pav bhaji. We all enjoyed with extra butter. And I made rava kesari, and my husband is helping me mix it well because I made it in a very big quantity. And look at this, I garnished with some cashew nuts and raisins. It came out super delicious, and I added a ton of ghee. And in the evening we are enjoying the fireworks, celebrating July 4th. Hey guys, today is Sunday afternoon, and I just wanted to say hi before I end this vlog. I just recorded another video, how to store tomatoes for a very long time, and that video will come after this one, so stay tuned for that. And I hope you enjoyed this video so far, and I cannot believe how fast the long weekend went. Like within a blink of the eye it went, and I feel like I didn't do anything, but I did record this vlog as well as that video, so some progress is there. So I'm happy about it, and I did enjoy, I did relax, so that's good. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and do comment below which videos you want to see more from me. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I'm super active there. I always post on Instagram every day almost, so definitely follow there, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, bye, take care.